You are listening to Radio Africana, biggest radio station in Manchester for Afrobeat.
Okay, welcome back. I'm sure you were flexing into that song. If you want to know who that song was by, it is Minister Taff. That's the amazing guest I have on the show today. He was born and raised in Jamaica, one of my favorite places to be. He's a gospel reggae artist, songwriter, and author, and he has gradually built a name for himself in the UK and across the world, I can say. His passion was to become a professional football player. I'm laughing because my man's got two left feet. He's got two left feet. I don't even know what that's about, but that's why we got him on the show today, to prove himself. He did not envision himself working in the music industry, but my man has been through a journey. I remember meeting him in London when I was kind of interviewing different artists, and apparently he's a talented football player. I don't know about that from the age of 16, but we'll have that conversation. And he attended a trial for Jamaica's under 17. So, boy, I'm excited to bring him on. And to hear about him. In 2016, he was interviewed by the Mobile and won Best Gospel Reggae Act for the Praise Tech Gospel Music Award. In 2017, he won the Best Reggae Caribbean Sound Music Video at the Jump Release Music Video Award. It's a mouthful. Like, literally. Like, he's got so much under his hat, and that his favorite phrase is always big up God. So if you just type in the hashtag big up God on Google or anywhere, the first thing that will come to your search results will be Minister Taff. He's just released a studio album, which is called Different, I believe. He can always correct me if I'm wrong. It was released, and it's got a 12-track album, and it's called Different. And I'm excited to bring him on. How are we doing, Minister Taff?
Yeah, man, I'm good, man. Yeah, innit? Thanks for having me.
How's your day been going? What you been up to this weekend?
Day's been good, weekend, the weather is not really that great still, but yeah, man. Yeah, we keep it moving. I was working still, so yeah.
Cool.
Them ones.
It's amazing to have you on the show today. If you just give us a little introduction to who you are, away from your music, and then we get into the music.
Away from the music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, gospel reggae artist, songwriter. Even though that's a part of the music, even though they say to stay away from that way. Yeah. Philanthropist. Yeah, man. I operate a charity called Street Feed. We're feeding the homeless on the streets. Yeah, man. I'm always born still same way. Author. Yeah, man. So that's me in a nutshell. A humble human being. Yeah, man. Give thanks.
That's it. Energy. So you say you do have a charity called Street Feed. Why? What's your passion for the homeless, and what's that about?
Growing up, I never, my parents, we weren't that privileged like others, so I used to go to bed, without food, so I kind of know, but I know the struggles, and I know what it's like not to have, food and not to have certain things, so, God, I had an encounter with a homeless person one day in my church, and I was just having a conversation with him, and it brought me to tears, so I went to the toilet and I was just there crying, and I lifted up my head and I was just, speaking to God, and I was like, I want to do something, in order to help. Then I just heard God spoke to me in my spirit saying Street Feed, and I couldn't understand, what he meant. Then I started to pray on it. Like, what is Street Feed? And then God revealed it to me that, it's a charity and this is what I'm supposed to be doing, So, I just started, I got it registered and stuff, I think in 2017, in December, and just kept doing it.
Wonderful. And how's it been going? Have you been getting support? What's the feedback like when you started? And what's the feedback you've been getting from the people you've been helping out?
The feedback has been good, because I don't just give food. Sometimes I was, chill and have a chat with them and stuff like that. Because at the end of the day, they're humans just like, me and you. So, it's just that kind of vibe. Hardware, Tesco, gave, voucher, Pret as well, even previously, with Yettis Kitchen there in Manchester as well, we've done some stuff, regarding the homeless day in Manchester, where I purchased some, food for them. So, man, the feedback has been good. So, yeah,
And how would you say that has affected your life? Because I would speak personally that for myself, I noticed there's a direct link between the level of blessings I get in relation to how often I give to the homeless or whoever is in need. How would you say it's affected your life personally since you started doing that?
I would say affect my life. It's just knowing that I can just, be a blessing unto someone. You know what I mean? And it just makes me feel like I'm doing what God wants me to do. So, obviously, when you give, you'll receive. But I don't even look at that. For me, it's just always just being a blessing unto someone and being able to in a position that I can give and help. And I think that's the blessing for me, knowing that I can. So yeah.
Okay, so if you just talk us through why the name Minister Taff.
So Taff, first and foremost, that's from my first name, Tafari, and the minister. Minister means serve. So I'm just here to serve the people. Use this gift that God has given me to serve them. So yeah, that's how it came
And what does
about.
Tafari
So actually,
mean?
one day Tafari means he who inspires are.
Bruh, that's deep.
Yeah.
I should name my child
Yeah.
Tafari. I should. That's nice. Okay, carry on.
Yeah. So now, even with the full name, the Minister Taff, I was just going to the studio with a friend of mine. She sings. We were just chatting and just vibing and what sort of name and whatnot. Knowing that people in my church used to say, they used to call me the minister, and then obviously the Taff from my short from my first name. So we just said, okay, it suits. And knowing what I was doing, we just said, okay, boom. Yeah. So that's how it came about.
So how many years now would you say you've been doing music for?
So I started out rapping, and I started in 2012. That's when I started. So I started out rapping, and then in 2016, I flipped the script and started on the reggae side, I think. So even with the rapping, you could hear the patois. The patois was coming out. Even at some of the songs that I would mix it. So you'd hear some rap, and then I would flip in the song as well the patois, and then I'll flip it back in English. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what I was doing. But then people used to say you need to do the reggae, and I normally say to them like, listen, in God's timing. And then in 2016, it's like God just like that, and then the fully reggae. Some people say dancer. I just came out.
So would you say, would the person who said you should flip it, or was it like a number of people kept on saying you should switch? As an artist, sometimes we can be very stubborn in terms of, this is my sound, this is what I like, I believe strongly in this sound. What did it take for you to actually accept that you should switch it up and do what you want to do?
To be honest, it didn't really tell me anything, because I'm a person like this. I just always believe in God's timing, and I that's always been my response to the ones that normally say, you should be doing reggae, And I said, if it's meant to be, then it will happen, but in God's timing, and I never tried to force it, and then, like I said, it's like over time, I could hear more of it coming out, until it just boom.
So you'd say, as time progressed, you began to accept your roots.
That's it.
Okay.
Much, yeah.
Do you think you'd ever return to rap?
No, I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay, so talk to us about
I'm in my lane now.
You're in your lane, okay, and you feel comfortable.
For 1 million, 1,000,000%.
Okay. So how do you know you are in your lane? You just said the word, I'm in my lane. Many artists are constantly on the journey of finding themselves. Do you see what I mean? What's the difference now as an artist for you versus when you were rapping? What's the conviction you have now, and what makes it different?
I think for me, one word I would say is that I'm more comfortable. Yeah, I'm more comfortable in that, and I just strongly believe that that's where God wants me to be. He just used the rap because I grew up listening a lot of hip hop music. So God just used that to bring me on the scene, and then God works in different ways, and he's hilarious. So what I'm saying. So yeah, he just used the rap to bring me on the scene, and then over time he just allowed me to just carry on. But then the time comes when he said, okay, now it's time for you to branch off.
So when you say God, you said a lot of God in that statement. Are you telling us you had a bright light over your head and you just had a little vision? An angel just walked into your room and said, you know what, switch it up. Like, when you keep saying God said, God's timing, how do you not miss God's timing?
It's just been it's staying prayerful, you know, and just try to be sensitive and attentive to the voice of God. You know what I mean? Being in the Word, that's just always been me. You know, even regards to releasing music and stuff like that. I try not to quote unquote bombarding the scene with music and stuff. I try to make sure that I'm in prayer to know, the season of when I should be releasing music and all of that. You know, so yeah.
Okay. So why not football?
That's yeah. You listen. This is what I'm saying. God is funny because I was not lying. I'm really good at football. You know what I mean? And that's always my dream to become a professional footballer back home when I was in Jamaica. You know, I played for my school. I got called up to trials for Jamaica under 17. Unfortunately, that trial didn't take place because they sacked the coach during that time.
Right.
Played for my parish at under 12 level, come right up under 16. So, played for my community. I played the Jamaica Premier League at under 21 level, and the year when I was supposed to play for the senior team, I decided to go play back for my community to help them out that league. So then I came here and I went on trials for Barnet FC. They were playing League 2 during that time, and it didn't work out. I was meant to go Scotland as well. Didn't work out, and then I just started playing for a local team. And then did well for that team, to transfer to another local team and just started playing. And then over time, whilst I was doing the music as well, I started noticing I'm getting little injuries here and there, which on my career that never really used to happen. I'll just get like a little hamstring injury, and yeah. But I started getting little niggers here and there, and it's for me, it just clicked. Like God was trying to deviate me to just solely focus on the music, and and after I had like a groin injury, I just had to accept the fact that, hey, I need to park that and just focus on the music, and that's what I did.
Okay, yeah. So what was the decision for you? You said you played for your team back in Jamaica, and then you obviously were over here as well. Were you not torn between staying behind or being over here in the UK?
No, I wasn't torn, to be honest, because the level of football here, you know what I mean, it's different, and sometimes, people, you want to play the Premier League, you look at, the style of football, the money, to be honest, and all of that still. So I wasn't really torn in between, I would say. Yeah.
Okay. And now when you're talking about, carry on, sorry.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, even in Jamaica now, in the Jamaica Premier League, a lot of players, they play, obviously, to get seen and to try move to overseas to carry on. Yeah.
Okay. So now you mentioned money, which is a very good segue to choosing music. Choosing music. Would you ever consider not doing gospel music? Especially when you begin to talk about money.
No, because this is the thing, when you know your purpose and know what you're called to do, money can never be the motivation, and my motivation is to see lives change, to see souls saved.
I don't know about that, Minister Taff. I'm sorry, I have to cut you short, man. What
I mean, to be honest,
how'd you pay the bills with all this motivation, man? How'd you pay the bills with all this motivation?
That will come, but if it's like the scripture said, seek ye first the kingdom of God. Like, if I keep focusing on God and focusing on what He's called me to do, then at the end of the day, that will definitely happen. It's like, look, if you check in the Bible, for example, what's his name, King Solomon, like, he could have prayed and asked God for money and all of that, but he didn't. He asked God for his wisdom and understanding in order to deal with the people, and God said, okay, because you didn't ask for that, let me give you all of that. And then God gave him all his wealth. So, all of that will come. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Okay. So you're saying to me that every time you've never been tempted?
No, I've never, And funny enough, I've had numerous times when people say to me like, oh, you should stop doing gospel music. Numerous times. Yeah, people like, yo, you're so talented, you need to stop doing gospel music. And I've never had that thought.
Okay. So talk us through your current project.
Oh yeah, so the latest album that I released was actually last year, almost coming up to a year now. June 21st will be 1 year. Yeah, titled Different. Yeah, and it's for me, it's just what makes me different as an artist. You know what I mean? So if you notice on the cover, I'm just there in the road, and the road symbolizes the lane, my lane. So I'm just actually in my lane. You know what I mean? And the body of work is just though it's different songs, you know, different production, but they have a different meaning. So that's in a nutshell the album is about. Yeah, okay. It's a dope project though. From start to finish, you know what I mean?
I think it's a solid piece of work. I think it's a solid piece of work because regardless of your personality, if you're somebody that likes upbeat music, if you like it slow and steady, there's a song for you on that album. So because of that, I definitely want to play my favorite track. It's called Bam Bam. And why? Just take us through your process of why you recorded Bam Bam. Who were you so angry with when you recorded Bam Bam?
Yeah, I'm always having beef with the enemy, you know, because you know the enemy, he doesn't like us. So at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? I just gotta let him know what time it is. You know what I mean? So spiritual shots on them skin.
Okay, so how did you get into the studio? How did you think? You know what? This is what I want in there. This is what I want to take out. Because obviously, if you're feeling frustration, there's so many emotions that come to your mind.
It's not even feeling frustration. I'm a person like this. Like sometimes when I hear a beat, like there are various ways how I write songs. So sometimes I would hear a beat and then like the chorus would just jump out, you know what I mean, would just jump out. And then there's times when I hear a beat and then I would pray and I would say, you know, Holy Spirit, you know, help me to write this song, give me the lyrics and whatnot. And then boom, it will come.
And you did not think like that. And you did not think at any point that song could be misconstrued?
No, never, you know, because at the end of the day, I'm a person like this, yeah. When it comes to doing God's work, if God tells me A, I'm gonna do A. So it doesn't matter what Tom, Dick, or Harry, or Susan, or Sherry, or Shaquisha may say. Because at the end of the day, I rather to disappoint man than disappoint God. It's as simple as that.
Big up Shaquisha. So, yeah, big up Shaquisha.
Yeah.
You had to drop that name, man. Okay, we'll play Bam Bam and we'll be right back.
Jimmy J, the producer.
Yo, you know me not play with the devil enough, fam. Be a fire we burn pan them boy, man. You know the thing go. Bam 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 bam. Fire pan the boy named Satan. Bam 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 bam. Fire pan the boy named Satan. Bam 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 bam. Fire pan the boy named Satan. Bam 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 bam. Fire pan the boy named Satan. No, me no like the little waste man. Bout him I try come stop man. No, say me never roll light. Walk by faith and me nah lose sight. Fire upon the boy, you know that right. Bible verse clap him, tell him take a flight. Fast and pray, you know the thing go. Never left the word, you know the lingo. Hey. Bam 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 bam. Fire upon the boy named Satan. Bam 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 bam. Fire upon the boy named Satan. Bam 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 bam. Fire upon the boy named Satan. Bam 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 bam. Fire upon the boy named Satan. Accident the boy said for me. Never know angels surround me. He want me to lose my faith. So me stay patient, you know me wait. He want me to have a job season. But everything happen for a reason. Bring on the fight, you know me ready feet. God give me strength, so me I go do it. Bam 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 bam. Fire upon the boy named Satan. Bam 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 bam. Fire upon the boy named Satan. Bam 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 bam. Fire upon the boy named Satan. Bam 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 bam. Fire upon the boy named Satan. Hear that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty.
You are listening to Radio Africana, biggest radio station in Manchester for Afrobeat.
Listen, I don't know about you, but I was sweating in my seat. Have you ever seen yourself dancing on your seat? Because obviously I had to sit down because I'm obviously on the radio. But no. I was breaking a sweat even though I was sat down. Imagine, you need to see Minister Taff live. You need to see Minister Taff live. If you're thinking that record was a hit, you should see him at events. Like, if you want to reach out to Minister Taff, can you tell them your handle so they can find you?
Yeah, so Instagram is at Minister Taf and it's TAF. Yeah, and Twitter now is X at Minister_Taf. Yeah, man. Or you can just visit my website www.iamministertaf.com. That is it, man.
That is it. Shaquisha and X.
Yeah,
Talking
shout out
about
Shaquisha.
X, you're the one that talked about X's, Minister Taff. Tell us the journey. Tell us the journey to choosing the right one. You've told us about choosing music. You've told us the turntable moments for you in football. You've told us the turntable moments for music. Now tell us the turntable moments in terms of relationships. Are you in a relationship? What's happening with you in terms of exes, currencies? What you doing?
No, I'm married. Yeah, man, I'm married, man. I'm married.
And how did you make that choice? How did you make that choice? Was it an easy one?
I would say it was an easy one. After meeting my wife, I could just tell that she was definitely the one.
Did she fall in love with the
like-
artist, or she fell in love with Tafari?
No, she fell in love with Tafari, you know what I mean? So I have to shout out to my wife because she fell in love from the time the roof a leak and them something there, you know? So, yeah, man. Yeah, I have to big up my wife still.
Still,
Yeah.
the real ones, the real ones.
Yeah, man. It's a journey, you know? So, yeah, man, give thanks.
How many years now? How many years?
Coming up to 15 years, you know, married.
Wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. Are you ever going to release a love track? I don't think I've ever heard anything to do with love from you, actually.
Yeah, man. You know, actually, I have a song that I dedicated to my wife called Bonnie and Clyde, you know?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I remember Bonnie and Clyde.
Yeah, man.
I
Do
do.
we a roll like a Bonnie and Clyde? Do
Yes.
we a roll like a Bonnie and Clyde?
You know?
Baby girl, me know you not left me side. Do we a roll like a Bonnie and Clyde? Yeah, man.
Yes, I remember that song. I remember singing it. I remember singing it at home. The reason I'm laughing is my children were looking at me like, what is she singing? When I kept on saying to a wee and roll. Obviously, when you get to the Bonnie and Clyde, they get the gist. But when you just say to a wee and roll, it's just like, yeah. But yeah, your songs are catchy, even if people cannot speak patois, even if they don't understand the meaning. One thing is, it sticks with you. And how do you make sure? Because I think as you have progressed as an artist, you started to find your sound, and you started to hone your sound. I don't think you've dropped anything lately that's flopped. What is that secret? And don't tell me God. I know God. I know you're gonna go back to that.
He's my ghostwriter at the end of the day.
Hey, big up the ghostwriters.
Yeah, man, he's my ghostwriter, man.
But you must.
Can't lie still.
There must be times that you hear certain beats, certain things, and you're just like, no, this is not gonna work. Away from the conviction,
Lord.
exactly. Away from the conviction you get from the Holy Spirit and God. How do you know that now?
Like I said, even with instrumentals, you know, other people will send me beats, and it's just weird. I have a ears for instrumentals. So if someone will send me something, and I started vibing, and I'm like, no. Like quick example, like I went to Uganda in March, and I went to the studio with this artist, and they were, you know, playing me a bunch of rhythms, and none of them were really kicking. And then there's one that I heard, and from the instantly I heard it, I said to the guy, can you play it one more time? And he played it, and I said, another time. And then I just whip out my phone and I wrote the verse in about 20 minutes. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's just like my ears is very inclined to instrumentals. So and sometimes without the beat, like I'll be on the bus and a song will just come, and I'll just start it right there and then. You know what I mean? And then I'll sometimes finish it, or I'll finish it when I get back in and stuff like that. So there's various ways when I, you know, get songs.
Wonderful. And how have you found the UK scene in terms of your releases? It says here that you've obviously worked with Becca Folks, Tanisha, Andrew Bello, and the likes of them. What have you found in terms of, I don't know, did you feature anybody in this new album?
Just one, Fiona York. Yeah, because I just wanted people, because even on my first album I had a few collabs. On this one, like you said, different. I just wanted people to hear me, you know, and not too much feature. So yeah, that was deliberate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and what's the support from the UK scene been like? Has it been great, or what have you found?
I mean, to be honest, the UK scene, it has been great. I can't deny that. You know what I'm saying? It has been great. You know, and I'm thankful for the fans who are supporting the music and all the radio stations, etc. You know, DJs. everyone that's supporting. So on the UK side of things, yeah, it has been great. So I can't complain. Yeah, man, big them up.
Wonderful, wonderful. And who would you say has been pivotal in terms of the UK scene? Who has been pivotal in your journey as an artist in the UK?
To be honest, I try my best to listen everyone, but I wouldn't pinpoint to say, okay, you've got this artist like I would like to emulate, or you know what I mean. No offense to any artist here, but I like what everyone is doing. You know what I mean. Shout them out. Shout out to everyone that's doing their thing. But that's just me. I just be me, and I just as you see, everything about me is just unique. I don't try and copy anyone. You know what I mean, or anything like that. So
Okay.
yeah.
Because when you say you don't try and copy anyone, like I said, the word "bam bam," I remember from worldly music. It could be considered when we talk about. I think back in the days it was water bam bam. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we had water bam bam. Hey, don't do that. Hey. we're in God now. We're in God now. We don't listen to stuff like that. But yes, obviously back in the days it was water bam bam, and then you come around and just use bam bam to obviously talk about you firing shots at the devil. Is that that's what I got as a meaning for the song.
Yeah, that is it. Yeah,
Right.
that's the meaning behind it. The spiritual shots at the devil. Yeah, man.
Spiritual shots, not physical though.
And we ain't stopping.
Because in some African churches, they be doing physical, man.
no physical. We stay on the spiritual side of things. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for you, how was Uganda for you? And are there any plans to go back?
Let me going back. Let me just zip up still. But yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, Uganda was what's the word? I would probably say phenomenal. You know what I mean? The experience was next levels. I didn't even know that my music was being played there. So often. My music is being on TV there a lot. You know what I mean? Even songs that I've done like from 2017, I heard DJs playing there and stuff like that. So it shows that people have been gravitating to my music for a while, and it's very humbling. You know what I mean? So yeah, the experience was great. The fans really gravitate to my music. You know what I mean? Even after the show, I've seen a lot of tweets where people are saying, "Oh, Minister Taff is one bad performer. We came, we saw, we enjoyed every minute of Minister Taff's performance." So, at the end of the day, big up God. You know what I mean? But it was great, and it's somewhere I'm looking forward to going back. Definitely, 100%.
Okay. So in terms of obviously once more we're coming back to the music that we are talking about, how music influences artists' choices. Many artists have been saying they're going to be taking their music off Spotify and many of the popular platforms and going solo to release their music directly to fans. What's your thoughts on that? Any plans of taking it offline from the popular platforms? Are you actually getting any benefit from being on there? What's your take on that?
For me, I haven't had that thought regarding taking it off, because at the end of the day, the fans are still gonna be going to these platforms. You know what I'm saying, to support your music. And then at the end of the day, sometimes you got even labels. These are places that they go to. Not necessarily you say you're gonna do it on your own, but these are places that they go to as well to look at. Even though sometimes these things can be deceiving, because people can buy streams and all of these things. You know what I'm saying? But no, I've got no plans of taking my music off these off those platforms. So yeah, man.
And in terms of making money, could you give any tips to artists out there or to anybody who's considering getting into music? How does anybody, obviously apart from seeking God first, like you mentioned earlier, how could they stay paid? What's your personal tip from Minister Taff as to getting paid in the music industry?
It's gonna take a while. You know what I mean? I never just started getting paid when I just started out, because sometimes you have to make that I would say sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? And you have to be patient, especially if you're trying to build your brand, build your name. You're gonna have to, sometimes someone might end up just paying your transportation and you know you're not gonna get paid. I've done that numerous times over my career, but I knew what I was called to do, and I knew what I wanted at the end of the day. So I had to make those sacrifices, and I give God thanks for me being obedient and making those sacrifices. Because look at where I am today. You know what I mean? And so if someone is looking to book me now, they have to obviously because man's got bills to pay. I can't go to the studio and say to the engineer like, listen, I ain't got no money. We have to be real. The gospel, salvation is free, but ministry costs. So yeah, so it's actually.
But when you say that, when you say ministry is costly, did Jesus bill anybody? When he wanted something, he would just go get a horse or get a donkey or something. He didn't even.
Yeah, but you saw the woman then that sold in his ministry at the end of the day. Yeah. So that's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? As you see in the scripture, even other believers was selling their houses and all of that to maintain the disciples that were doing the gospel. So it's the same with us. We're actually doing the gospel. So
okay. So what would you say is your favorite? What would you say is your favorite track on this album?
All the songs.
You can't do that. You can't do that. I have a favorite. You can't say everything. Nah. There must be a track that if you were to play it right now on that album, you'd say this is it.
Not gonna lie, it's really hard because obviously, Bam Bam sticks out. A lot of people love that. Then you've got like song like Secretly Jealous that people are saying that it's actually their anthem for the year. This one song, but Now Let Go, I really love that song as well because it's kind of personal as well because of stuff that I've been through in the music industry. If you even listen to the second verse, you know what I mean? Well, I was saying, enough time I get rejection. I've had loads of that in the industry, but at the end of the day, like the song says, I still, held on to God's hand. So, yeah, it's hard to say I've got one favorite. That's why, I said it's every song. And like a great man once said, he said, never trust a salesman who doesn't wear their own product.
And in terms of an artist, obviously there's been a lot of word out there saying, if you're an artist, you must sell some merchandise of some sort. Have you got any merchandise that you want to tell the listeners about?
Yeah, as you can see, I'm wearing one. Big up God. And there's another one called Different because, like, Romans 12:2, being not conformed to the world. So, we're meant to be different, we're unique in our own ways. And that's just me trying to, get others whenever they wear that shirt, or jumper, they understand and know that, listen, I'm different from everybody else. 8 billion people in the world and we all have different fingerprints. It's not the same, so you're different. And the big up God is just glorifying God. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and they can check out, go on my website, and they're there and support. So it's not just me get up and say, okay, as an artist I'm gonna have merchandise. No, they I prayed on this and there's meaning behind them, and it's the reason why it's just these two.
Okay. And how do you keep your head above water in the middle of all your journeys and stuff?
It's not easy. There are times when I thought about giving up, I can't lie, but I do believe in surrounding yourself with the like-minded people. So that means if you're drowning, they can save you at the end of the day, So when I thought about giving up, I had my virgin Chris gave me a word of encouragement that even though the fire was there, but it was just dim. But when that encouragement came in, the fire, came back up. So yeah, it's important. Like the Bible said, one of my favorite Bible verses was Proverbs 13:20, where it said, a wise man that walks with the wise will be wise, and a companion of fools, be brought to destruction. So it's important to link up with these type of people.
Sounds good.
Test the spirit and know your circle. So yeah, man.
Okay, so what's your final words for our listeners in terms of your upcoming projects? Anything you want to drop especially any tips especially about your upcoming projects just for the Turntable Show? And of course, I want to use my friend I want to use my friend card here. Come on, man. Something that the Turntable Show heard it first.
Funny enough, like I've been contemplating and praying regarding releasing music this year and nothing as yet. I've recorded songs, but just haven't had the green light of when to release any. Yeah, man. So but whenever the next thing drops, just people just like it's just gonna be different stuff. Yeah, man. They got a different type of flow and all these things. So yeah, it's crazy. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Yeah,
so
it's
can you give us any
crazy.
names for any of the tracks, so at least we know that we have something that only the Turntable Show heard it?
Well, okay. This one is one's called Facts.
Okay, you heard it here
Yeah,
first.
man.
You heard it here first.
And
Okay.
trust me, when that one drops, they're gonna be like, Minister Taff?
Hey,
Yeah.
hey.
Yeah, man.
Okay, setting the standard, setting the standard. Okay, do you want to just sign out of the Turntable Show and just let us know where to find you, and of course just sign out and let them know that you've been on the Turntable Show.
Yeah, man. So big up the Turntable Show and big up our host, Yeti. And thank you guys again for having me. I appreciate it. You know what I mean? I appreciate the support. I appreciate the love. And love to each and every person that tuned in. Yeah, man. Again, Minister Taff on Instagram is at Minister Taff. And Twitter, I keep saying Twitter, but we used to Twitter X. and don't go searching in your mobile. Make sure you delete all the X's. Yeah, X at Minister _Taff. Yeah, man. Facebook at Minister Taff. One and only.
That's it. And
Yeah, man.
like he said, all the exes are secretly jealous, and we're gonna exit the show, exit the interview with Minister Taff playing Secretly Jealous. Thank you very much, Minister Taff. Do take care.
Yeah, man. Blessings. Likewise.
Yeah. Being out where in well doing. For in due season we are gonna reap, you know. Cause me trust in a God and that man. Yeah, man. That is it. Father God, you me trust in it. I mean, I let go, you know. Father God, you me trust in it. I mean, I let go, you know. Father God, you me trust in it. I mean, I let go, you know. Father God, you me trust in it. I mean, I let go, you know. Situation want me to give up, but me I trust God, you know me I feel live up. Stay focused and stay humble. Me know the devil want fi see me crumble. Nah, let you go, you know me father. Man, I go and trust you even when it's harder. No, say you a guide me in. That's why me have to keep the faith and go and trust in. Father God, you me trust in. I mean, I let go, you know. Father God, you me trust in. I mean, I let go, you know. Father God, you me trust in. I mean, I let go, you know. Father God, you me trust in. I mean, I let go, you know. Enough time me get rejection, but me know say a part of the plan. Promotion no come by man. So me chill cause you are the man. Every day you are you me call pan. Seek your face cause me know you have a plan. What if you tell me no do no wrong? Fire upon the devil now turn no gunman. Father God, you me trust in it. I mean I let go, you know. Father God, you me trust in it. I mean I let go, you know. Father God, you me trust in it. I mean I let go, you know. Father God, you me trust in it. I mean I let go, you know. No more time, me feel to give up. Father God always help me to find strength in the midst of tough times. And him do that in different ways. Man grateful enough, real talk. Still I roll with God. Enough of them laugh with you. Enough of them laugh with you, you know, and think everything good. But secretly them jealous of your progress. I really talk, man. Yeah. You want do your best fi try make it. Secretly them know why you make it. Them never know when you are grow up. Life did that, me say yo the thing rough. You did that work at the place as a janitor. Now the table turn, you turn manager. Enough of them no really like that. But thank God say ya him have your back, yo. Secretly jealous. Enough of them secretly jealous. 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 Single mother, you a try do a thing. No wrong move, you a go and serve the king. To get a job at the supermarket, you a work hard so you can make it. No God flip the script, you turn the owner. And your friend them a chat you on the corner. Inna them heart, them no want to see your progress. Laugh with the but them want to see you in a mess. Secretly jealous. Enough of them secretly jealous. 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 Yo, the Bible says test the spirit, so make sure you do that. This yeah man. But hear what? Fret not thyself because of evildoers. God have your back. You see it? Yeah man. Do them secretly jealous. Can't stop you from achieving what you want in a life. Yeah man. That is it.
You are listening to Radio Africana, biggest radio station in Manchester for Afrobeat.
Welcome back. That was Secretly Jealous by Minister Taff. I'm sure you really enjoyed that, and I just want to say a big thank you to Minister Taff as well for joining us at the Radio Africana studios. I'm hoping you got to learn a thing or two about that interview about the artist, Minister Taff. Definitely go check him out. He's available for bookings. He's available for shows anywhere in the world. As he said, his handle is Minister Taff, which is MINISTER, and then his name is Taff, TAF. Check him out on all social media platforms. Check him out on audio platforms where you listen to your music. He's definitely one to keep your tabs on. I'm excited because he did share lots of encouraging words for you to put into practice this week. It's the month of June and it's my birthday month. Hey, June babies are special. I'll say that again. June babies are special. If you don't know my birthday, if you don't know what day in June my birthday is, like, why are you on the turntable show? My birthday is on the 25th of June. That's when all stars in the world were born. If you check all the top stars in the world and what day they were born on the 25th of June, and I'm one of them. And so I'm excited to celebrate my birthday today. I literally celebrate my birthday every day of the month of June. And one thing I must let you know as well is every time it's my birthday month, I do order 2 cakes, because I'm not a fan of sharing my birthday cake. I don't know about you, but when they say eat your cake and have it, I'm that. You cannot eat your cake and have it, but I actually defy that parable. I do eat my cake and I do have it. So yes, exciting times ahead. On the 25th of June, I'm going to be eating a whole cake. Don't ask me what size of cake. It could be a 3-tier cake. It could be a 4-tier cake. It's none of your business. It's my birthday, and I'm going to act like a birthday girl. Maybe we should play that song, Birthday Girl. We don't want to do that. Well, yeah, the month of June is going to be a madness. It's going to be a madness. I don't care about the weather. It's always a party every day in June. And I'm excited that it's my birthday month. I don't know. Don't ask me how old I'm going to be. All I want to know is I get presents. Send your presents to turntableshow@radioafricana.com. Find out the PO box. Send us an email. Let us know what you want to wish me, the host, Yeti, to buy. I've been entertaining you guys for so long. It takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of time to choose guests, to put together the show, from the producers to Radio Africana support to Yettis Kitchen support, all the different people that have been supporting the show. It takes a lot of effort to put the show together. And I must say that, you know what, on the 25th of June, I'm expecting to cry tears of joy, because that's just it. I should be crying because you guys are just showing me so much love everywhere. But it's all good. Nothing about Secretly Jealous here. It's just good vibes. And for this week, Minister Taff has told us that we should just keep it consistent. And I'm excited because I know that in the next week, you guys would not know what guests I'm going to be bringing on, and I'll keep surprising you guys. I'll keep turning it up a notch. But yeah, Turntable Show is all about sharing turntable moments with you, letting you know about people's down moments and how they got out of it. At the end of the day, we're not trying to paint a perfect picture about life, but you can actually make your picture perfect, because what's the definition of perfection? You make your own definition of perfection. We come here, we are being real, we're being vulnerable with you, and we share our moments. Last week, obviously, I shared my own vulnerable moments with you and how I navigated through life. Minister Taff came on the show today, and he obviously shared his own experiences as well. And by all means, you can be a guest on the show. Follow us on Twitter, or like he said, X. Follow us on X. It is turntable_show. Follow us on Instagram, turntable_show as well. And of course, as soon as you finish listening on Radio Africana, if you want to catch up with this show later on, you can find us on radioafricana.com to listen to previous episodes, or you can find us on Spotify. Just type in Turntable Show with Yettis Tabai. It would come up, all the previous episodes. And by all means as well, you can find us in Turntable Show Yettis Tabai. Just type that in and you'd get to listen to the previous episodes. If you want to advertise on the show as well, send us an email. It is turntable_show at radioafricana.com. So we would love to hear from you. And we'll take a break, listen to some more music by Minister Taff, and we'll be right back.
No, I'm around here. I just treat different. Yeah, man. Different. You don't know some man, my style just different. Different. You don't know some man, my style just different. Different. You don't know some man, my style just different. Different. You don't know some man, my style just different. Everything me do, me say different. All when me dress, yo, it different. Style when me have, yo, it different. God give me that, so it different. Praise when me praise, yo, it different. All when me pray, man, it different. My God, you know saying the normal. Anything him do, you know it's special. Different. You don't know some man, my style just different. Different. You don't know some man, my style just different. Different. You don't know some man, my style just different. Different. You don't know some man, my style just different. When me talk, man, it different. Cause me move on a level, so it different. Warfare when me fight, yo, it different. Never want stop me, but yo, me different. My calling, you know, say it different. So me go and do the thing, I stay patient. Even when me fast, yo, it different. And the wife with me, yeah, yo, she different. Different. You don't know some man, my style just different. Different. You don't know some man, my style just different. Different. You don't know some man, my style just different. Different. You don't know some man, my style just different. Man not ordinary, man chosen, peculiar. You know the thing go. Even my God different. The man they even perform miracles different. Big up God.
You are listening to Radio Africana, biggest radio station in Manchester for Afrobeat.
Okay, that was Different by Minister Taff, one of my favorite tracks on the album. But definitely, man, he's definitely an artist that I've been rocking to. I've been rocking to his music for quite a while. I think we've probably known each other for probably 10 to 15 years. So it's been a great journey, knowing him as a friend. He's been down to Manchester to see me, and we've been catching up in London as well. And yes, it's been amazing. And I could tell you that, you know what, he sounds cool on radio, but even offline, away from being an artist, he is definitely a cool dude. You know, many times you have some artists who, they're not pleasant away from their music. They're not pleasant to hang around, but I could definitely tell you he's definitely cool-headed, and I could testify to that because he's somebody I've definitely been able to rely on in a world of professionals who cannot be relied on. I've been able to rely on him because whenever he's a man of his own word. Whenever he's said stuff that he's going to do. He's definitely been able to do it, and that's definitely a different skill that I found very useful in this industry, because there's many people who will mess you about. You pay them for jobs and they never actually deliver, but Minister Taff is that person who, if he's not going to do it, he's not going to do it. He's going to tell you, and he's very straight up and straightforward. So it's been a blessing knowing him as an artist and as a friend. So do definitely check him out. Next week we're back on Radio Africana on Monday at 8 p.m. So be sure to tune in. It will be another amazing guest. It might be a music guest. It might be a guest that's not into music. You just never know. You do definitely tell a friend to tell a friend to join us, and I would love to hear from you. Follow us on all social media platforms. Big shout out to our sponsor Yettis Kitchen for keeping us fed, keeping us staying alive. If you need any catering done in the Manchester or throughout the UK, if you need any Nigerian food, authentic Nigerian food, definitely hit them up. It is yettiskitchen.com, YETTIS kitchen.com. Hit them up if you need some Afro-Caribbean food, authentic Afro-Caribbean food in the UK. They're based in Manchester. They've got 2 branches, one in Eccles, and they've got another one at the Printworks. So definitely Google it and pay them a visit. Big shout out to our sponsors as well, which is Radio Africana, for making it possible to bring the show to you every Monday at 8 p.m. No be beans. If you don't know what no be beans is, try boiling beans within 5 minutes. Then you know that's what Radio Africana does. They make it happen quick. If you want to run your ads or if you want to get your show on the road, definitely hit them up, radioafricana.com, or just send them an email by going to their website and you'd find the email button. I remain your host, Yetty Tabai, and I'm excited to carry on with my week. I'm excited to start my week with you, and I can't wait for you to join me next week Monday at 8 p.m. It's been a pleasure. Do take care and have a blessed week. Take care.
Yeah. Dedicate this one to Mrs. Senrina. Bible says whosoever findeth a wife findeth a good thing. Me find mine. Yeah, man. To a we a roll like a Bonnie and Clyde. To a we a roll like a Bonnie and Clyde. Baby girl, me know you not left my side. To a we a roll like a Bonnie and Clyde. To a we a roll like a Bonnie and Clyde. To a we a roll like a Bonnie and Clyde. Baby girl, me know you not left my side. To a we a roll like a Bonnie and Clyde. Mistake making a the past, but thank Father God, me up on the right path. Hey, baby girl, you know you have me up. So me really give thanks from the day we start. Hey, on the beach, you know me make a talk. I mean, not tell no lie, girl, you play hard. Hey, stick with me when nothing not gone, and you still keep the faith and remain calm. Hey, to a we a roll like a Bonnie and Clyde. To a we a roll like a Bonnie and Clyde. Baby girl, me know you not left my side. To a we a roll like a Bonnie and Clyde. To a we a roll like a Bonnie and Clyde. To a we a roll like a Bonnie and Clyde. Baby girl, me know you not left my side. To a we a roll like a Bonnie and Clyde. Remember when me used to come see you? Cause of your mother, me have to hide and talk to you. Now we married and I trod the road. Whole heap of challenge, but we still about. Yeah, Father God in the midst of it. Like a 3 cord together so them cannot break it. Hey, you don't know, say we not perfect, but we a live a life and now have regrets. Hey, to a we a roll like a Bonnie and Clyde. To a we a roll like a Bonnie and Clyde. Baby girl, me know you not left my side. To a we a roll like a Bonnie and Clyde. To a we a roll like a Bonnie and Clyde. To a we a roll like a Bonnie and Clyde. Baby girl, me know you not left my side. To a we a roll like a Bonnie and Clyde. Thanks for always being there, impress. Never look down on me, always by my side.
Julie J, the producer.
Yo, you know me not play with the devil enough, fam. Be a fire we burn pan them board, man. You know the thing go. Bam 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 bam. Fire pan the boy named Satan. Bam 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 bam. Fire pan the boy named Satan. Bam 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 bam. Fire pan the boy named Satan. Bam 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 bam. Fire pan the boy named Satan. No, me no like the little waste man. Bout him I try come stop man. No say me never roll light. Walk by faith and me nah lose sight. Fire upon the boy, you know that right. Bible verse clap him, tell him take a flight. Fast and pray, you know the thing go. Never left the word, you know the lingo. Hey. Bam 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 bam. Fire upon the boy named Satan. Bam 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 bam. Fire upon the boy named Satan. Bam 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 bam. Fire upon the boy named Satan. Bam 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 bam. Fire upon the boy named Satan. Accident the boy said for me. Never know angels surround me. He want me to lose my faith. So me stay patient, you know me wait. He want me to have a job season. But everything happen for a reason. Bring on the fight, you know me ready feet. God give me strength, so me I got do it. Bam 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 bam. Fire upon the boy named Satan. Bam 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 bam. Fire upon the boy named Satan. Bam 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 bam. Fire upon the boy named